Welcome back. A bit of a delay since the last video. My life in Thailand isn't about making YouTube videos, so I have a very busy life, and the family and house come first, and then if I've got time I'll do some YouTube videos. And just recently I've been suffering from fatigue, and I think it's been caused by this very hot weather that we've been having recently. In fact, it's a bit cooler today, it feels quite nice. I discovered a long time ago that 28-29 degrees is just about sort of comfortable. In the UK, the tabloid newspapers would have headlines screaming heat wave if it was 28 and 29, but here it feels quite cool actually. And I can do okay up to around 35, and 35 degrees is the tipping point for me. Once it goes above that, then I start to suffer a bit. And just recently, you know, for several months now, it's been high 30s, low 40s, and it's just been too hot. And the last 3 days have actually been quite free for me. I've had very little to do. I've been at home and I've just been sleeping all the time. That's the effect it has on me. But so today does feel a bit better. There are lots of shops here that import second-hand clothes, and in fact all sorts of second-hand goods from other countries, and sell them cheap. See some flags up there of countries where they import stuff from, and outside there's some countries written on the wall. So let's just go through those. Starting on the top left, see if you can read them, or stop the video before I tell you. So the top left is Saharat America, which is United States. Below that is Pakistan, and you'll see that the Thai spelling of the transliteration affects the Thai pronunciation, which is why Thais don't pronounce countries the same way that Westerners do. And the bottom left is a Turkey, and going up here, Canada, Dubai, India, Jean, which is China, and below that the long one is Saharat Anajak, which is the United Kingdom. That one always confuses Thais. If you go to do something official and they've got to find your country on a drop-down list, for me they're always looking for England, and it's not there, it's United Kingdom. They don't really understand United Kingdom, Britain, British Isles, Great Britain. They're just looking for England. And the bottom line is Lat Lai Prated, and many other countries. Because of the heat and how I've been suffering from the heat, today I thought I'd try to avoid being outside too much. So I've decided to go to the Central Festival shopping mall in Hat Yai. It's actually the biggest shopping mall in southern Thailand. It's huge, opened in 2013, and it completely changed the nature of Hat Yai. Before it opened, everything was centered around Lee Gardens Plaza in downtown Hat Yai, and the opening of Central Festival just changed everything. The problem with reading Thai is that it's quite international. They expect a lot of customers from Malaysia and Singapore. We have a lot of tourists in Hat Yai from those places, so it's quite a lot of English, but there will also be some Thai. So we'll just go there and see what Thai we can find to practice with. In the last few years, a lot of these coin-operated laundrettes have opened up, and they really seem to do well. This one is called Wash Enjoy. There's another chain called Ottery, which is a franchise. In fact, my wife's sister opened up an Ottery franchise, and it's doing really well. So much written information in Thailand, and if you can't read, you just miss it all. So here we have a sign to sell, Kai, and there's one opposite as well, Kai Barn, sell house. This one here Garuna Ya Jot Rot Kwang Pratu. So it's trying to be polite, but it's telling people not to park their car in front of this gate, because Thais will actually, they will just park there and not allow you to get in and out. It's happened at my house a few times. If you don't want it to happen, you've got to pop a sign. Same thing here. Garuna Ya Jot Rot Kwang Tang Khao Og Mi Rot Khao Og Talot Wela. It's just basically saying that there's vehicles going in and out all of the time. Talot Wela. This stall here is run by, I assume it's a lady, called Pigung. And what she's selling is gluai tot. Gluai is banana and tot is to deep fry. And also mun tot. Mun is like a potato type of vegetable. In fact, the Thai word for potato is mun phalang, which is the foreign type of mun. Here's a piece of land for sale, and land in Hat Yai is very, very expensive. So the sign says Kai, sell, Tidin Plang Ni, this piece of land. And underneath is a Thai unit of measurement, Tarang Wa. So it's Hasip, 50 Tarang Wa, and 1 Tarang Wa is 4 square meters. So next to it in brackets it says 10 times 20 meters, which is 200 square meters, or 50 Tarang Wa. And then below that there's another sign. So you don't need to buy it, you can actually rent this land. As I think I've said in previous videos, it's very common in Thailand to rent land. So people get an income for their land, and at the end of the rental period the land still belongs to them. And as is usually the case in Thailand, if you don't want people just coming along and throwing rubbish everywhere, you have to put a sign up. So Ham Ting Kaya, don't throw rubbish. There's lots of bureaucracy in Thailand, and whenever you have to do anything bureaucratic, you need to get lots of photocopies. I've got printers at home that do copies because I have to do so many copies. But if you haven't got one at home, you need to go to a shop, and this is the sign you need to look out for. Rap Thai Ekasan. Thai is like to take a photo, take a video, and Ekasan is documents. Same sign here. And this little motorbike shop, well, it's got it in English anyway, motorbike for rent, but Borigan Rot Chow, so service to rent out motorbikes. Fuck, the middle word here, is a word that you hear a lot in different contexts. It basically means to deposit, but it's used sometimes when you don't expect to use that word in English. Rup is like they offer a service, so Fak roll is to deposit your car. So if you need to leave your car somewhere, like basically a car park, then this place offers that service. Som is to repair, motorsai, so if you need to get your motorbike repaired, you can get it done here. Pa is like to do a puncture repair, or Plian to change yang. They just use the word rubber for tyres, which obviously tyres are made out of. And then the bottom line, Plian Thai Namang Kruan, so you can also get your engine oil changed as well. Some places do have signs in English. It depends really whether or not they expect to get foreign customers. If they do expect foreign customers, they'll have signs in English. If not, the signs will just be in Thai. And with things like motorbike repair, they're not expecting tourists to have motorbikes, so they're not expecting to have foreign customers. But we do have a motorbike at home. Sometimes it needs to have repairs or get tyres changed or repaired. So I need to know what services are offered and where to go. It's definitely cooler today, and there's a slight breeze, and it feels quite pleasant. I don't know what the temperature is, but I would hazard a guess around 32, 33. It's certainly a lot more comfortable than the high 30s or low 40s. we're getting close to Central Festival, and just near Central Festival is probably the cheapest restaurant in Hat Yai. I don't know of anywhere else that has prices this cheap. So let's just go through a few of them, not all of them. But at the top, cow kerungang gai. That's like chicken curry, Thai style. It's just 30 baht. Down here, cow pat gai, fried rice with chicken. Just above that, cow pat tamada. This is like ordinary fried rice. I don't know what's in it. It doesn't say. That's just 30 baht. And at the bottom, cow Hat Yai, just 25 baht. It's a really cheap place. So I'll just get all of the menu in, and if you want to stop the video, you can just practice reading the various menu options. This Central Festival just over there, and to be honest, I don't like shopping malls. I find them really boring places. I'd much prefer to be out on the streets. As I say, I'm trying to avoid the heat at the moment, although it isn't actually too bad today. And if I do have to go to Central Festival, it's much better Monday to Friday when there aren't crowds of people. At the weekend, this place is an absolute nightmare. The last time I came, this part was all open. It was like a kids' play area there. Now it's all closed off with like temporary aluminium hoardings, and they normally do this when there's a big construction project taking place. And I just asked one of the security guards what was going on, and he tells me they're building a condo. They've already built a condo on the other side. You can see that big tall building over there. Those units sold out very, very quickly. So I guess there's a lot of demand for this sort of thing, and they're building another one. When Thais attempt to speak English, it's often one word which they repeat. So the security guard just then wanted me to open my bag, but instead of, "Excuse me sir, would you mind opening your bag?" all I got was "open, open." This is the food section on floor B, and I've seen some reports recently about how popular Hat Yai has become with Malaysians. This is because the economy is not great. We haven't always got a lot of money, and this is a fairly cheap destination. You know, they like the food here, the cheap shopping, the cheap massages, and their ringgits go a lot further in Hat Yai. And also, they don't have to fly. I remember when flying used to be quite an exciting prospect. For many years now, it's just been a complete pain in the butt. The airport security is terrible. They pack people in to get as many as they can on a plane. It's uncomfortable, and I just don't enjoy flying anymore. But if you're in Malaysia and want to get to Hat Yai, it's easy to drive, and there are extra train services these days, so there's no need to fly. And as you might expect, with so many Malaysian visitors, there's a lot of information in English, which most Malaysians know, and you'll even see signs in Chinese and the Malaysian language. So here, for example, you know, some of the dishes are described with Malaysian terms: nasi, telur, lemak, seafood. I don't know much about Malaysian food. That was one of my reservations about coming here to practice reading Thai. I knew there would be a lot of English as well. Here, for example, we've got a Thai sign. It's pulamai, which is fruit, and after that, ha lo fat. And it turns out that ha lo fat is the name of this young lady here. Hello. Up here, we've got Nam som kan sod. So nam, water, som is orange, so that's orange juice. Kan is just straight orange juice. If you go to a shop and ask for nam som, you'll get a choice between kan or pan, and pan is like a smoothie. It's done in a liquidizer with ice, and the last word, sod, is fresh, so fresh orange juice. And they've got pomegranate as well, tap tim. So nam som kan sod. or Nam Tap Tim salt. I might get told off in a minute for operating my camera inside Top supermarket, but I'll take that risk. We used to come here all the time for our monthly grocery shop, but it got very expensive, and also a lot of the things that I used to like to buy just disappeared, a lot of the foreign food. So nowadays we just go to Macro, which is cheaper, and the selection is still very good. And for those things that I can't get in Macro, I'll just order online. There's so much available online these days. And in a place like this, I would expect to see everything labelled in both Thai and English. Yeah, you've got some nice stuff in here. Lots of variety and very good quality, but it's not cheap. I went to a restaurant in Bangkok a few years ago, and the food was delivered to the table by a little robot, and now Tops are using robots to stock the shelves. A shame really, to get more people out of work. As an Englishman, I can't live without HP sauce, and that's something that I order online quite frequently. And I can't think what I pay, but I think it's something like 120 baht, and Tops it's 204. So yeah, it's pretty expensive in here. And most of the food order online comes from Lazada or Shopee, but I ordered some food recently from Villa Market, and I was really impressed. The price for what I wanted, it was actually piccalilli, was cheaper than Lazada or Shopee, and the delivery time was amazing. I ordered it late on Monday evening, like very late, and it arrived at lunchtime on Wednesday, which is far quicker than the Lazada or Shopee deliveries. I've got quite a thirst on actually, so I think I'll grab a bottle of that pomegranate juice. Sorry, crab. Nam Tap Tim, quart leg, tar crab. 60 โอเค1ขวดครับ 80. Oh, okay, it's only 20 baht more for a big bottle. Okay, quart Yai ก็ได้ครับ but like straw is lot in Thai if you need to ask for one. Go can crab. Okay, one crab. That pomegranate juice was really good and really hit the spot. The thing about this place is that prices are a little bit high, you know, compared to outside, but it's all ultra clean, which is really nice. I refuse to eat som tam from street vendors. They never ever wash the mortar and pestle, and it just looks disgusting. There's flies everywhere. But you come somewhere like this where there's som tam, there's just one fly, or two flies actually, compared to normally hundreds, and everything looks really clean. So it's a one big advantage with places like this. As I said earlier, sometimes you'll see signs in English, but quite often you won't. For example, here, this is the mobile phone area. So what we've got here, quite a lot of Thai. Looks like they offer a service, some to repair, so they'll repair phones. Jamnai is like what they sell. Upagon is the equipment. Murtu, this is like, you know, mur hands to carry is what they call a mobile phone in Thailand, and tuk run, every model. If you've got an old phone you want to sell, they will also buy phones. Rapsu, they will buy phones. high raka sung, so that they'll give you a higher price. Some doan, they will repair phones quickly. Tit film, they will put a protective film on your mobile phone screen. Clean bat jaw, they will change batteries and change the screens. And that's about it. So yeah, even though there is a lot of English, it's still useful to know how to read some Thai. When you see words that have been transliterated into English, it's not always clear how to pronounce them. How would you pronounce the name of this shop? So if we go over here, it's actually written in Thai. So here we can see that we pronounce it Phut Gut. This sign is offering bottles of water for free. Free, which is the English word transliterated into Thai. And on a previous video, someone asked me in a comment why Thais use the English word free. Haven't they got a word of their own? Well, they have. It's tem. If you see an offer where you buy one and get one free, it will be like su nung tem nung. I think the reason why they use an English word is because there's no real concept of free in Thailand. You know, it's ridiculous. If you offer a service or a product, then you expect to get something for it. You don't give it away for free. And when you do see things advertised for free in Thailand, they're not really free. You know, you'll see condos advertised with free furniture. But all they'll do is inflate the price of the condo to cover the cost of the free furniture. So there's not really a concept of free, which is why I think they use the English word. I think Christmas has arrived early in Thailand this year. There's a herd of reindeer here. Here's an example of the Thai word for free, which is a tam. So if you buy one bag, you get one sachet free. So nung tung is bag, tam free nung song, and a song is one of these sachets. And this is another word you'll see quite a lot when you go shopping. They often have little fairs and exhibitions inside Central Festival, and today there are some animals. And here we actually have capybaras, which are the world's largest rodents. So these things are actually huge rats. When I came to Central Festival today, the last thing I expected to see was a Harris hawk sitting on a little tyre. It's after 1 o'clock now. I'm getting hungry, so I'm going to get something to eat. If you have any comments, questions or suggestions, please leave them below and I'll try to get back to you. Thanks for watching and see you again soon. 13th of June, I've just got back home from my little walk around Central Festival today. It's almost 5 in the evening and the temperature is still above 39 degrees. In fact, about 10 minutes ago it was 40. It's 34 degrees inside the house, but I've just put the air conditioning on, so hopefully it should cool down soon. The hot season in Thailand this year has been exceptionally hot. I really can't remember a year as hot as this one.